Hi everyone. First of all, thank you very much our honorable teacher to give us a chance to present this presentation. This is a group presentation. We are six members in a group. Now I am introducing with my group members. I am Bhaskar Mondal. Then Rubaiyat Rahman, Fatimatu Zuhra, Rafid Mahmud Sin, Faumin Kobir Toma, Hussain Muhammad Yasin. This is the organization. There are so many organizations in our countries, Bangladesh, but we are choosing the Grameenphone because Grameenphone is the leading telecommunication, provide more than 80 million subscribers in Bangladesh. Grameenphone also lead the customers and the industries. This is the organization that is the ensure the customers expectation by providing the wireless communication. This is using we can using this organization, we are make our life easier and business more easier, so we are choosing this Grameenphone. Now the Grameenphone ownership. In this slide, we can easily see that there are Telenor, Grameen Telecom corporations, and others are the shares of the Grameenphones. In the pie chart, we can easily see that this pie chart see that there are 56% of the ownership of the Telenor and the 34% of the ownership of the Grameen Telecom corporations and the 10% others corporations of the ownership. So Grameenphone is the multi corporation ownerships. Every company have their organization structures that is maintain the organization of their board. There is also the organization structure of the Grameenphone. This is maintain the Grameenphone. There we can see the board of director, managing director, audit, general managers, human resource, and the human administrations, information technology, accounting, and the product in inventory and technology. All the organization structure of the Grameenphone. Now, this is the important part. That is the communication skills. We can use these skills easily. We can communication with the other peoples in the other side of the country of the world. We can communicate with the people by written, oral, visual, audio visual. This is the communication system to make our life easier. This is the communication system we are using easy to communicate with the other people in the other side of the world. This is my part. Now I am calling my next members to continue the presentation slide.
Uh, Thank you, Bhaskar. Uh, Hello everyone. I'm Rubaiyat Rahman. I will give you a tour of Grameenphone's culture. So, Grameenphone does not apply a textbook culture. They rather focus on a culture that is valued among them. The culture emphasizes on teamwork and discover ideas and opportunities together. Respect towards customers, stakeholders, and among employee is valued among them. And keeping promises and like towards the customers and the stakeholders is a prime concern of GP. So Grameenphone has a great culture, but maintaining such culture derives of like hard practice, and which leads to our next slide. So Grameenphone practices their culture rather than imposing on their employees. When new employees arrive, they introduce their culture through orientation programs. And while employees gather around the refreshment or meetings for cultural meetings, they like intervene these cultural values shared from most experienced to the newcomers. That's how the culture goes through. And one interesting practice that I find in their culture is the newcomer is assigned to a experienced employee so that the culture they can shadow them and learn the culture and practice them. So this is like a learn through fun kind of environment. Speaking of fun, let's go to our next slide. So GP is always strong on celebrating festivals and social events. I mean, if you go to their website, it's swamped with their events around the year. So they do this to share their achievements and like successes, to share it with them their customers, shareholders, stakeholders, and employees. So as you see in the pictures, these are many of the fews of events that Grameenphone arranges all over the year, around the year. So the culture and workforce environment has a strong connection. It's like the both opposite side of a coin. So that leads to our next slide. GP focuses on transparency, which is reflected upon their workplace also. Their headquarters is a see-through building. If you look at it in Bosundhara GP House, it's a see-through building, and you can literally see people working there from the street. And there are no cubicles. It's everyone is in a plain sight and in an open place. So basically, that enforces a transparency among the employees, and it also establishes the point of having this kind of culture. So to eradicate work stress, it's a part of the work environment. GP introduced the gymnasiums, indoor games, arcades, and arenas, theaters for their employees to refresh their mind in a heavy workload. So to my knowledge, GP has one of the best corporate culture practice in Bangladesh, and I hope they maintain this standard and take necessary steps to keep it that way. So that's all from my end. I would like to call the next presenter to continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Ribat, for your presentation. So now I'm going to talk about the teamwork. So in Grameenphone, every department has a work team with a team leader, and under one team, there are some executives who are continuously work for the betterment of their organization. So executive never compromise with the quality of the task, and they give the best service. They have a term leader in every department like IT, marketing, customer services, and so on. So inside the organization, the employees are having a very friendly environment with. Yeah, next slide. Next slide, please. So the communication skill of a Grameenphone is really overwhelming. Not only that, its effectiveness in communication helps it in a large way to achieve its organizational goal. The communication process of Grameenphone helps the organizations to enlarge its business. So there are no doubt that business communication skill is important for a business to achieve organizational goal. Yeah, so next slide, please. Yeah, it is individual level motivation. The job of manager in the workplace is to get things done to employees. So to this, the manager should be able to motivate employees. The problem is that in Grameenphone, as we all know, that it is a government organizational, so they not give such motivational packages. So which an employee gets in private organization, but there are some motivational packages which an employee gets in some Grameenphone is like a free telephone facility and promotion and so on. So yeah, that's about my part. Next part will be described by Preet Munti Singh.
Thank you, Fatima Tuzora Eka. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Rafiq Mutasim. I am going to discuss about the conflict management of Grameenphone at first. So here you can see that at first the management team of GP tries to identify for which the conflict occurs. Then they arrange a meeting to identify the solution of this problem. After finding the solution, they apply it accurately on their workplace so that the problem can't occur anymore. Next slide, please. Here I am going to discuss about basic approaches to leadership and contemporary issues in Grameenphone. So first point is training and HR development. Grameenphone offers employee training on several stages. In addition to a general introduction for new employees, at junior management level, Grameenphone in collaboration with British Council offers in-house training in basic management skills and workshops. Second one is situation analysis and action. During COVID situation, GP provides work from home services to their employees so that they can contribute to the organization by staying safe at their home. Third one is participative leadership style. The managers always consult with their subordinates and encourage them to take part in decision making. And the last one is psychological support to employees. Grameenphone provides special benefits to their employees that can support them psychologically, like employee counseling benefit, daycare facility, etc. And finally, I'm going to discuss about best practices of Grameenphone. Here you can see some points. First one is changing. Grameenphone is innovative, creative, idea-oriented, and expressive. They express the core values shared by the majority of organization's member. Second one is unfreezing. Grameenphone provides internship opportunity as well as several types of training and employee recruiting and selection programs which can help the employees to adapt the organization's culture, values and norms easily. Third one is change process viewpoint. In Grameenphone, the company always encourages innovative ideas as well as employee viewpoint and participation. Fourth one is calm water metaphor. According to organizations' policies, by adapting and implementing necessary initiatives, GP ensures a new employee changes and adjusts to the work group, and organization. Then the last one is refreezing. In GP, employees get ample of opportunity to judge themselves whether they are adopted and adjusted with the company or not. In that case, company's job description and job specification also matter. That's all about my part. Now I'm gonna call Famin Kobir Toma for completing her part. Thank you.
Thank you, Rafiq. Now I'd like to discuss the employee stress-related issues of Grameenphone under the organization behavior. Employee stress. Stress is a natural phenomenon that can impact an employee due to the external and internal factors of his daily routine. It impacts his physical or mental or both. It includes employees' health, nutrition, fitness, and emotional well-being, and stress and sleep qualities. Next slide, please. Identifying the reasons Grameenphone employees stress as following. Job insecurity. Employees have the reason to feel worried about the stability of their futures with Grameenphone. Bad company policies. Rapid changes in the policies for which workers are unprepared, lack of opportunity for growth, advancements, or promotion. Unfair work distribution with colleagues. Too much responsibility and too much hats to wear. Communication gap. Poor communication in the organization, unrealistic assignments, obscure expectations, tight deadlines, overwork, hectic and routine tasks. Rude behavior, lack of decision-making capabilities for employees, inadequate salaries and benefits, uncomfortable office relationship conflict, lack of family-friendly policies, no cooperation, long working hours, shift work, heavy workload, imprudent rest breaks, injustice, careless mistakes of subordinates. Next slide, please. Grameenphone working on the stress management skills program. Nowadays, Grameenphone have started using the stress management training program for their staff. They use different ways for their as following. Grameenphone install fitness center, canteen, restaurants, theater, and relax center to ideal with the employees' stress issues. Introduce in-housing counseling programs. Offer special tools in the workplace to release stress. For instance, stress release balls, color diaries, and accessories, etc. Offer individualistic interventions, encouraging employees to change their behavioral pattern that can help keep away stress. Grameenphone includes evaluated research on employee assistance program. It educates the individuals to control stress. Next slide, please. Grameenphone should reduce workplace by the following: alternating workload of the stress out employee, encouraging communication between staff members. It is highly effective to help decrease stress level, trying to make staff members feel important part of the organization by trusting and value them, arranging programs where all the staff members mingle together, and it's highly motivating to reduce workplace stress. Altering the physical conditions at work can also minimize stress level. Next slide, please. Stress is extremely interdependent with an individual's and organization communication, performance, quality of life. Grameenphone always working to improve the possibility, communication, and job satisfaction are the strong forecaster to deal with the stress level. For Grameenphone effectivity and efficiency are basic guidelines, organization behavior studies to assist the management for addressing performance issues. Now I'd like to request Mr. Yasin to continue the presentation. Thank you everyone for participating in this presentation.
Thank you so much, Famin. Greetings, everyone. This is Hussain Muhammad Yasin. Today I am talking about the employee recognition and engagement programs of Grameenphone. Grameenphone have 6 steps of employee recognition and engagement programs. First of all, peer-to-peer recognition. Peer-to-peer recognition is the act of acknowledging employees and other skills development or talent. Grameenphone wishes their employees on their birthdays, work anniversaries, promotions or placements from one place to another, major project milestones after completion of major trainings, attaining degrees. Second step is spot recognition. If any employee completed a specific project or task over a relatively short time period, spot recognition lets employee knows that someone led notified their noteworthy contribution. Quarterly recognition program game changers. It have 3 steps. First one is company values. Company values remains collaborative, customer obsessed, entrepreneurial, innovative, truthful. Second one is operational excellence, teamwork, GB pride, and last one is exceptional contributions, individual award. Then long service award. Grameenphone awarded their employees for gesture of appreciation for service rewarded, recognition for outstanding performance, length of employee services. Long services award would be 5, 10, 15, 25 of or for 40 years of uninterrupted services. Annual recognition program CEO's Excellence Award, awarded for accomplishing any assigned strategic business-related projects and/or assigned strategies KPIs. Grameenphone HR hosted annual recognition program for their employees, where a number of awards are evaluated. Then a special recognition program. A special program launched in the pandemic to acknowledge and reward employees for their contribution to business continuity. Next slide. Reward type. Grameenphone rewarded their employees by handwritten notes, emails, texts. Sometimes they offered employees digital e-cards, recognition in turn functional unit meetings, internal and external endorsement. Sometimes they awarded their employees by certificate, memento, test, trophy. They offered breakfast, lunch with CXOs or HOD. Next slide. Recommendations. I will recommend Grameenphone to prepare a clear reporting structure, increasing their paternity leave, increase cross-functional and they do job training employees, relaxation zone inside the office. If there is a relaxation zone or an employee feel that they feel bored, then can relax here, a fire room for training their employees. That's all about our presentation. If anyone have any question, feel free to ask us. Thank you.